There's always something.
Yo, good morning and welcome to another episode of podcast, a special edition of the Road FS podcast. It is day 6 here in Melbourne at the Leather Repair Company Summit.
Yep.
First ever.
Yep. Brought to us by Stick to the Details, Ray and Paige Evans at their facility, which is fabulous. First ever Leather Repair Summit.
First ever Leather Repair Summit. And Richard kicked it out of the park. I mean, the first 2 days were just a college dump.
It's intense. But I think a lot of it is the team that's been gathered here to be part of the summit. People are very interested and wanting to learn. There was a lot of soaking in the knowledge, and there was a lot of people here that have intrinsic knowledge about this stuff. You've got folks that have done some leather repair. You got people that went through the class in February. You've got people in painting and boats and two cosmetologists in the group for color mixing.
Man, the color mix is amazing. I mean, I learned so much in the color mixing, understanding the color wheel and stuff. It was kind of fun, as we were progressing through the week to watch as we moved from the first where it was a huge knowledge dump to Wednesday, third of more practice on hands and questions, and people will be talking to Richard, and then they go, "Oh, Ron, you guys have done this. What's been your experience? And Ray, what's been your experience?" And kind of having this collaboration was really fun.
Yeah, and then there's some advanced stuff, which is those of us. I mean, we've had the opportunity, but we've had some advanced stuff where we're coloring handbags. When there was a Coach handbag recolored and spraying, how to paint, and we'll do some advanced of gun control, which I love the fact that Rashid and I had that knowledge that we could share with them and pass it on. How to use it. I use 3 mantra to understand fan, fluid, and FFA, and so and how to adjust all gun out there is the same setup. So you just need to get that in your head. I think the nice part about this is that people in their shops, they come down to something like this. It's very intensive, and it takes a lot of brain power.
Very intensive.
We had some fun. We blew off some steam. We went to great places to
eat.
Little mortars in the parking
went to
lot.
The beach.
Yeah, went to help the sign guy out. We did all kinds of fun stuff. As people go into this, they need to look at it and say, if this is a skill you want to add, it's intense. 66 different products for leather and vinyl repair.
Yeah.
This is not, and it's not to diminish the value or anybody else's knowledge in other parts of automotive repair, but this isn't, you can have, a couple of compounds. There is a lot of products for a lot of different things. So.
A lot of scenarios and stuff. One of the things that I've been pondering all week is I got to ask the question about a week ago. Why are you everywhere? Why do you go to so many trainings? And my first response is, one of the do this morning is you and I are always.
Yeah.
I mean, one, we have an interest. You're more of a professional. I'm a DIY trying to be a professional. And, it's like every time we come to these things, we learn something about not only leather repair or paint correction or interiors.
Right.
We learn about business. We learn about people. Mm-hmm. We get to connect with them at a very personal level and hear their amazing stories and triumph and the things that they just, it's just an amazing opportunity for us to go and connect. The thing that I always appreciate is that every time we come to these, we learn something about the detailing industry that enables us to improve RFS.
Right. And that's part of it is not only our knowledge, which we both are very curious anyway. Part of it, the reason people are like, why are you all over? and we can't sit still. We're like, somebody's having a training on the other side of the country. We're gone. It's partly because they get the fact that that's how we in software. That's how we make RoadFS a better software. Is we listen to people, we hear their experiences, we see what they need. They need this here, they need that there. How many times have we sent stuff off to the team back in Boise to change while we've been here? I'm surprised they still work for the past 14 years because their concept goes Rod and Jody.
Well, and kudos to our development, because I know that every time we go on a trip, they're cringing. They know a list of new features, or can we do this, or whatever,
or a whole new industry. We got to go over here.
We got to go over here. So,
but that's what's kept us going for. That's why we the very first company on the market going after 4 years, because we constantly move and change and shift and change and make code enhancements and send it out to people. So I think that just like us, people need to go outside of their zone. I know I watched people go this deep, for instance, be very, very at the beginning of this to the point where day 5 was basically the D show, having her spray a coach bag. and people are shy. They don't want to touch that gun. They think it's something magical. And then once you get them to understand and what they do, great. Yeah, and that's a nice part of this. And that's not to diminish the cleaning of it. But I mean, some of the best videos you can see on the Leather Repair Company YouTube channel is cleaning a seat thought they needed to have recolored. Yeah. And it's just because it was dirty. Yeah.
Scuffed and just needed
a tear there, or a puncture hole or something like that. So
one of the things as we wrap up, guys, if you are interested not just in leather repair, I'm talking interior cleaning and maintenance, and is more knowledgeable person, Richard. And
oh my goodness,
if you have any interest in interiors, and I'm saying as a whole because there are so many inside of vehicles and planes and boats and on motorcycles, and understanding those so that you can properly care for them and treat them and extend the life of them is really critical. And the fun thing about this Leather Repair Summit is it has been an event for the training for the train. So moving forward in 2004, looking ahead, you need to look for some trainings that are going to be offered, credible of approved trainers for Leather Repair Company, which will include, of course, Paige and Ray Evans, stick to the detail, with Ron and Chona Crow. They're out of New Mexico, I believe, right?
Nope. They're out of,
they moved.
Tennessee.
That's right.
They're
they moved to Tennessee, right?
You've got Luis Guevara out of Texas.
Yep.
You got Hiram Lopez, who is literally worldwide, but he's out of California. You got Rashid
Baker.
Rashid Baker
specialize in boat repair,
and I think that is the key. And then you got the King crew, the OP. Palo.
Oh yeah.
So you've got a ton of people. Troy down here that helps out, stick to the details, and then you get that young kid that's from down here. The thing about that is these guys will be able to train you and supply products. The other thing is that from now where RoadFS will have the ability not only to have the Leather Repair Company products in our software, but you will be able to order through the distribution channels right through the software, so that you can include those products, whether you're selling them or whether you're actually them. And so that's just another innovation that we're trying to do is help people make it easier to do jobs and make money. You could go into RVs and never touch a car. You could go into boats and never touch an RV or a motorcycle. You could be the motor guy, whatever, handbags, shoes. There's so many materials out there. And the most important part, which is hard because it's on day one, is identifying the materials and then realizing that what you thought was leather is not leather.
It's not leather.
Right? So. Anytime anybody says, oh, I've got Alcantara, and that is not a leather. That is basically recycled plastic bottles. It is plastic. It is the wonderful material of plastic.
It has a mystique that is eluding you.
So you got to be careful. And then the other thing, even as late yesterday, I saw a post on Facebook about leather, and someone said, "Steam it. Do not steam leather ever. It will clean it, but you are destroying the material, and you're shortening the life of it. Do not steam leather at all. So. Just use a leather cleaner. You do not need to get steam in there. And again, if you have questions, just ask. Don't be shy. Ask questions. Any of these people we've mentioned, go to leatherrepaircompany.com.
Yep. And so, and I'm sure shortly this week on the Repair Company website, I have links to all of the trainers for North America, and I'm sure that's going to extend over time. So, guys, we want to thank you for dropping in. It has been an amazing week. I mean, it has been super fun. And learning and connecting. It has been absolutely amazing, and we're looking forward to. I mean, the chaos continues.
That's right.
We get home for a week.
Yeah.
And Rod will be at the Detailers Roundtable, right?
Yep. I'm going to be on starting October. IDA's Global SV, and having a 3-day training there in Puerto Rico
with Rigo Santana and Kyle Clark. She was talking to Kyle yesterday. So
and then we're back for a couple of weeks, and we're at SEMA. So continue to look for stuff. Go out and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Get out there. Have all your friends do it, because we're going to be updating tons of stuff with things like innovation in leather repair and things that you never even thought about possible in your business. But go out, subscribe, like, and subscribe that channel. It keeps us going. It keeps us allowing the chaos to. We will be at SEMA, and we will be at multiple 5 booths. It has been a phenomenal year. We've been asked to be in a lot of booths. We're going to be Rupes Lake Country. We will be at the Buff and Shine booth. We will be in Leather Repair Company's booth. So go watch the videos if you can't make it to SEMA.
And connect with the last shout out. We have to give a shout out to Carolyn. Machine running back in England. So mad shout out to her. We missed weeks in Vegas. So you guys have a great week, and we will check you later.
Bye.
See ya.